Welcome back, everybody, to the Colorado Rockies franchise, and thank you so much for all the support on episode 1 yesterday. Fantastic. Hopefully, continue the support here. Leave a like on this, comment. I'd love to hear comments from actually Rockies fans, too. If you're watching this, any prospects you'd like to see built up, it'd be great to see. As we're going to see the top prospect here today in AAA, Chase Dollander. He is the number 1 prospect in this organization, which, like I said, isn't very deep. You could see the top 20 based off the game ratings, obviously. I think Fernandez drops down a little bit. I think Charlie Condon's more the second guy. And I saw some comments putting Condon down in single A, which we probably will do, but I want to see what he can do at the moment in double A. You know, if he can do some really good stuff, that would be perfectly fine. Maybe he reaches AAA by the end of the season, where Dollander has there's a good possibility that he's going to be on the big league squad here shortly. It's not like our rotation really does anything, but as you can see, we'd have to go all the way down to number 38 based off this ranking, which I would love to see if this ranking was, matches up against, a Baseball America top 100 prospects. It'd be really interesting to see where it's at. And obviously this is based off, potential and ratings. But I think it looks like at the moment we have maybe 4 guys in the top 100. So, overall not bad for in the top 100, but when you go all the way down to 38 to get your first guy, that's not really good. I love to see a guy in the top 10, especially with where this organization is at the moment. Let's get into this game against the Salt Lake Bees. It is a AAA affiliate of the Angels. So 0-1 count here to Calabrese. And he rips this one. That's going to get down. Could be trouble because he has got some speed. On his way to second base. Here comes the throw. It's going to be offline and not in time. So that's going to be a leadoff double. See how Dollander does here in this ball game. We'll give him every opportunity as he's going for third. Ground ball to second should be an easy play over to first base, but the stolen base was on. I don't think that's a hit and run situation there, but moves him over to third. Anthony Rendon, man, what a disaster for the Angels. Seriously. It's like anything the Angels have done, really, it's just turned into a disaster. It really has. 1-2. Can we put him away with that slider? Dollander has a very solid slider. Fastball, could be high 90s. 1-2. We'll try to put him away here for that fastball. He gets underneath of it. This one's going to be fouled away, but it's going to be in play. And it's going to be caught, but with the speed at third base, that is going to be an easy run. So the leadoff double does lead to a run. And that's another reason why I thought about the Angels as a possible franchise option. Just when you have Ohtani and you have Trout, and you don't do anything with that, it's just crazy how they just haven't been able to really improve this team. But that's a swing and a miss. Don't usually want to leave fastballs right over the middle of the plate, but when it's 97, we'll take it. Strike 3, so only 1 is allowed. Let's head now to the top half of the second inning. This is obviously a player lock situation, so we're not going to be hitting anything. As that's going to be a ground ball. Easy play over to first base. There's 2 away now here in this top half of the second inning. As Scott Kingery is going to come to the plate. Hitting 308 here early so far. And that curveball, man. That 12-6 hung up there. Got to be careful with that. Let's go right back to it. 2-2. See if we can hit this down low. He will not chase. And this Bees team hitting pretty well here so far. 3-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup. Perfect. Man, that ball just absolutely fell off the face of the earth. Died right there. We'll take it for strike 3. It's still a 1-0 ball game here as we head into the third. As that one is hit well. Maybe more off the end of the bat. Carrying. And that is caught. I swear these minor league stadiums that they have in this game are ridiculous. Like the wall has got to be at least 20 feet high. Super deep in all parts of the field. As that one is ripped right to the hot corner, but all over it for out number 2. It's not easy to get home runs in minor league ballparks here. It really isn't. Kind of plays like old school stadiums. So here's Calabrese, who hit that double earlier. Trying to not get that speed on base. 1-1. Hits this one into center field, chasing it, and will bring it down for out number 3. So far, only a few strikeouts. Still finding a lot of bats as here comes Anthony Rendon to the plate. Grounded out earlier. J.D. Davis on deck as he's worked this to a 3-2 count. Payoff pitch. Ground ball to short. Easily up with it. There you go. There's out number 1 here. So don't allow walks. Play to your defense. There's guys out in the field for a reason. Walks, I mean, some guys it is perfectly fine to pitch around, but honestly, just go out, guys. Let them, see where they're going to hit it. That's why baseball is probably the toughest game, as J.D. Davis is going to put that through for, actually, that's going to be Nico Cavadas with the base hit. It's the hardest game around, man. I mean, even when you're good, you fail 7 out of 10 times. So, to me, walks, you just cannot walk guys. You cannot put guys on for free. 2-0 count here to Tucker Flint. That's a ground ball over to third base. Get the force at second. We'll take it. So nothing allowed there in the fourth. Just a base hit. But we'll go to the fifth, and our offense still can't get anything going. As Kingery gets a hold of this one into center field, trying to chase it down. And that one's going to get down for extra bases. And Kingery's going to go for 3, and he will get that easily. That's not even close. That's what I'm saying. It's so deep to the corners in these minor league stadiums. It is crazy. But I guess, hey, we better get used to it because that's how it's going to be in, at home in home games in Colorado. That's what it's going to be. As we'll see if they try to attempt here. Good speed at third base. They will not attempt. Probably could have scored, but throw offline, but we'll take it. See if we can keep him here at third with 2 away here in this 5th inning. And we'll take the strike change up down low. 0-2 pitch. There you go. Put him away on the high heat. Strike 3. So the double goes nowhere and still remains a 1-0 game. Still 1-0 as we go to the 6th. Offense can't do anything as Calabrese again. This dude is killing us over there. He's got 2 easily. Hopefully he does not go 3. I don't think he's going to do it, but he has himself another double, 2 in this ball game, kind of in the same area, right down the left field line. So another leadoff double here. As Anthony Rendon trying to do something, but he gets completely popped up. We'll take it. Cover third just in case. You never know what the speed, but shortstop is over. There's out number 1. Here's J.D. Davis. Works it to a 3-2 count. We'll come back there. See if we can put him away here. 3-2. And that is, that's going to be a fair ball. So easily Calabrese is going to score. Davis will stay there at first base. So a 2-0 lead here for Salt Lake. That was a decent pitch location, but J.D. Davis, who's been having a hot bat here early on, takes advantage. Let's just see if we can keep it here at 2-0. Because obviously our offense really isn't doing anything. Pitch number 74 will catch the corner right there for strike 3. He doesn't like the call. This is probably our last inning as well, I'm thinking. I don't think they're going to bring us back after this. Pitch number 79 coming up. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So we do allow a run, but a couple of strikeouts here to end the inning, and I think that's probably going to do us for the start. Yep, they're going to go to the bullpen. And we do end up winning, though. 3 in the 6th. So Romo and Austin Nola homered. But hey, it's a win. 6 innings, 5 hit, 2 earned, 5 Ks, no walks. Not that bad of a start. We just didn't really get any offense. So like I said, I think Dollander is going to be, he'll be up very shortly. There's no doubt about it. But as we get into the first week of scouting. All right, well, starting pitching is definitely a need, and obviously if you pick your needs, you get more of an influence on the list. So starting pitching, I guess we'll do relief as well. I mean, we just need pitching in general. Now, as for any other positions, you could do catcher, but I think we're going to do outfield. I know we have some guys that we can look at outfield-wise. Can we do second base? I'm just basing off the rankings as well. I mean, this team really needs everything. So there's really nothing that is off the table position-wise for this Rockies team. It needs a lot. And not only that, I mean, I was talking about it earlier too. Usually when you build these teams up, you kind of have some trade chips on this team. We can trade a few guys, pick up some prospects, even if it's like kind of like B-level prospects. That's perfectly fine. This team's got nothing. I don't know who we're going to trade to even pick up any prospects. We'll definitely make some trades prior to the deadline, but I don't even know who we're going to get rid of and who we're going to pick up. But here are the scouts, which I will have to change. And we're just going to go week 1, but here are the scouts so far. Usually what I try to do is get more of an efficiency. Now, Lon Young, I mean, his efficiency isn't that great at 73, but discovery, position players, and pitchers all 90s. So that's why we're going to keep him 1, and we're going to actually try to discover more pitchers in the East. Cairo, yeah, 98 efficiency. That is fantastic. He's going to be able to get guys scouted really quickly. That's what you want. Get as many guys as we possibly can. And since we have pick number 4 of this draft, we have to make sure that we are 100% on who we take in that number 4 pick. We have to. You can't call into questions. So we have to do our due diligence here to probably scout these first maybe 7 to 8 guys on this list. And lucky for us, they're all pitchers. So that's, I mean, we're looking at starting pitchers, I understand. But, I mean, look at the draft ranks. They're all, like, pretty much in the top 10. So we have to make sure we get this down because this is the biggest pick in the entire franchise. This really sets the tone. And we need a pitcher. We need, like, an ace. We need an automatic guy that maybe, I mean, he's not, I mean, I don't think you're going to draft a Paul Skeens type guy. But we got to have somebody that is going to be there maybe not within a year, but maybe 2 years down the road. Maybe, you know, that's what we got to see. I don't think next year he'll make the big leagues, but maybe in year number 3, he makes spring training, has a really good chance, maybe makes it after that. I mean, guys have been accelerated a lot more in the previous years than used to be, so we just got to make sure we hit. Hopefully one of these guys is that type of player as well. I mean, you're also going off whatever the class is. So let's go number 3, Irving Telshaw. Junior college, 19 years old, out of California. Possibly high potential, but he is a right fielder. So I don't know if I want to take a fielder. I mean, speed and stealing looking good. He's got some decent bats, but I don't know if I want to look at that number 1 pick right there should definitely be a pitcher. But some of these guys, unless it's a clear cut, I mean, look at the side of that fielding arm strength, arm action, reaction speed. Holy moly, Salvador Diaz. Wow. And he's only 18 years old. It's like something like that. If somebody just is an absolute monster, it doesn't really matter. So that is crazy there. So we'll continue to sim through. Man, we are 2 out of 3 from Milwaukee. At least we took 2 out of 3 from the Athletics. 3-game series here with the Padres, and obviously, like, for me personally, right now, I don't think we're going anywhere this year. It's just seeing how some of these guys perform. Maybe we'll get into a couple games here. I think player lock, maybe not a full game, but Ezequiel Tovar is a guy I'm looking at possibly. Toglia, same thing. Maybe get into a game with him. But nobody's really doing anything here early on. Obviously, we're too early on. We're just a few weeks into the season, so not really expecting too much. To me, it's like the first month and a half. You got to let it go. But like Germán Marquez, you're just absolutely struggling through the first 3 starts. Everybody else so far not bad except Austin Gomber, but it's only 1 start. You got to give at least, I would say, 3 to 4 starts to know what's really going on. And if you struggle through every start, then obviously we got big problems. Same with bullpen. I mean, he's gone 3 2/3 innings. I mean, it's not that crazy. But let's get into a player lock game, I think, with Ezequiel Tovar. Obviously, fantastic fielder, Gold Glover. If we can get that bat working, that would be. He's only 23 years old. If we can get up to 30 home runs and you're a Gold Glover, you're like a franchise player, in my opinion. Let's look at the recent games. I love that they have this in here now. So he's 1 for his last 12, so struggling a little bit. 0 for 4 the last 2 games. Coming to a new series. Hopefully start off really good things. I'm loving how you can see that on their player card. I love the game storylines, the league news, all this right now. These are major upgrades that are absolutely fantastic. This is going to make franchise a lot more enjoyable. Obviously, the gameplay has always been, I think, solid. It feels like baseball. You're going to get frustrated. It's just, that's how it is. It's baseball. Like I said, it's the toughest sport. But those franchise things are really, really good. I just wish maybe scouting was a little bit better. The draft was a little bit deeper. Is that Carson Wentz holding that sign? It looked like it. All right, 0-2 here to Tovar. It's Nick Pivetta on the mound for this Padres team, and Tovar's going to take that pitch outside for a ball. 1-2 with a man on here with 1 away in this first inning, and they're going to... Okay, I was about to say, if you say I went there, you're absolutely insane. There's no way. Check that swing. Doesn't advance. Obviously not good speed over there at first base. So 2-2. We'll work it back to an even count. 2-2. Hit this one well into right field. But that is going to die out there and right. And there is out number 2 here in this first. Yeah, I wish they had more rounds. I wish there was maybe 10, 12 rounds in the draft. A little bit more in depth. That would be absolutely amazing. All right, let's go to a second at bat. It's 2-0 Padres lead here in the third. 2 away. We'll hold up that one. 1-1 here from Pavetta. Hangs that one up, and we didn't miss it. Ezekiel Tovar is going to absolutely crush this one, and this one is gone. Fastball in that area, a little bit belt high. Yeah, not missing that one, all over it. Jack that one out of here. We'll finally get this Rockies team on the board. Back to a 2-1 deficit. So let's get into the field. 1-2 count here to Luis Ariz. We got to hurry up. He's got some speed. Make the throw over to first base, and we get him. What a crazy hitter Ariz is. I mean, the guy just goes up there, and it's like every day, I mean, it's so funny playing with the Padres. He's kind of like a Tony Gwynn type player. So, I mean, he really is. I mean, it's just pitch him anywhere. It's just tough. He can get any base hit anywhere. As we go to the top of the fifth, still 2-1. We got a man on first base, 2 away. 0-2, swing and a miss on the fastball high, just a little bit late on it. And Pavetta will get out of the 5th inning, and we go down swinging. But it's still a 2-1 game here as we head to the 8th as we swing through that fastball. Just a tad bit late. 0-2 here from Jason Adam. And, oh, man, we held up there. Thought it was just going to go outside, and it just clips the edge for strike 3. So we go 1 for 4. Solo shot. Was that the only run we got to the entire ball game? Padres win 4-2. Now, we got 1 in the 9th, but not a whole lot there. We go down. Kyle Freeland didn't really pitch that bad. 6 innings, 2 earned. Not too bad there. But we do get the win on Saturday, 5-1. And now we're going to, change up the scouts here. So I think I'm good with Lon Young. Like I said, Discovery's a little lower than I would wanted it, but he's so good everywhere else. Same with Cairo. He's good. Discovery, fantastic. So Daniel Sullivan, I think we got to get rid of. He's not really good anywhere but position players, and efficiency is absolutely awful. With the remaining, and then you add in his salary. So we're going to have to go down the list a little bit. We're not going to be able to afford guys in the 90,000s. So Daniel O'Leary, really good efficiency. Solid position players. I don't really care about Discovery. Pitchers is not the good, but that doesn't matter because Cairo and Young are really good with pitchers. I think he's the guy. I think we'll go Daniel O'Leary, 19 years of experience as well. Anybody else really with higher efficiency? No. The 87 efficiency is the best. We need somebody like that. So let's just do O'Leary here. Let's sign him up. We'll still have, I think, maybe a couple thousand left. All right, yeah, we got 2,800 left. So I think these scouts are pretty solid. I think we're pretty solid there. We did discover 4 new prospects. Let's see what we discovered. Billy Quintero. Not bad. At least you can see who were recently brought on. That's a cool thing. So Quintero, Richie Owens. These are non-ranked guys. Luis Montano and Bill Bow. So maybe we'll see. We'll just continue with that. We'll let him discover a little bit more for the next week. As Danny Rose has an 85% scouting percentage, stamina super high, walks per 9, which is the biggest issue I would say. Not too bad. Velocity high, but I think we're going to have to look at another one here. Amari Cordova, right now at the number 5 spot draft rank. He's got that could be high A potential, high overall, 4 pitches, not bad speed. Got Luis Tejada, same thing. That's 75 to 99, 6'4", prototypical size, 20 years old, right-handers in junior college at the moment. 4-seamer cutter chain slider. I'd like to see another breaking pitch there. Dan Crosby. So you know he's going to be at least a B potential, at least. Walks per 9 looking pretty good. Doesn't have the biggest velocity. But you can try to work on that. Do we go... I mean, like I said, we got to scout a bunch of these guys. Let's go Crosby just because he has the 80 to 99 potential at the moment. And then, let's see. Do we do somebody in outfield? Maybe Salvador Diaz. Let's do Diaz. we'll see how that works. Because obviously we still have to continue to not only scout for the top pick, but we got to scout for, later rounds. I want to make sure this draft is very well rounded. I obviously want to hit on the top pick, but I want to make sure we get some really solid, talented guys to build up this farm system. That's exactly what we need. It's not good. All right, let's go down. Okay, so Tolia he's on fire. He's killing it right now. 263, 5 home runs, 10 ribbies. Let's get into a game with them. He hit a home run last game. He's been hitting the ball well. So let's get into a game here against the Dodgers. They are 10-9. Slow start for them. We are 5-12. So trying to go for the sweep here. A lot of league news. Yastrzemski, 3 home runs. Robbie Ray hits 10 Ks. They get a big win against Philadelphia. Oh, there you go. Trout to the 10-day. Chiriot to the 10-day as well. Looks like Dolander is pitching pretty well. 3.2 ERA, 14 Ks in 19 2/3 innings pitched. So let's get into this game. Oh, Sasaki will be on the mound here for the Dodgers. Just not a good start. 6.32 ERA. At least he's not walking guys. But they already have a 3-0 lead here in the second. Ohtani, a home run. Same with Betts. It's a 3-0 Dodgers lead. This is going to be the team of this franchise. Can we get close to this Dodgers team? I'm not quite sure. It's going to be really, really tough. It really is. We're going to need some luck. That's for sure. All right, pitch, and that's going to be a pop-up. Just too much underneath of it. It's right there. That's a definitely hittable pitch. Late, getting underneath of it, and there is out number 1 here in the second inning. You can see going for the sweep. Let's hit into the fourth. It's a 4-2 game, so we get a couple runs on the board. We're still in this. Sasaki's still in the ball game here. Start off this 4th inning. Swing through that splitter. Nasty. It just looks so good, and then just completely, whoop, there it goes. 0-1. We'll take that up high. That's a little bit easier. You notice I did use the camera angle, kind of the same thing catcher, but I kind of just put it down a little bit so I can see more of the lower pitches. For me and my batter's eye, that's how it works a little bit better. Trust me, that's a ground ball to second base, over to first, easy out. That is a big key in this game. If you are ever struggling playing this game, one, don't go crazy. If you're playing like Hall of Fame or Legend difficulty, just... Oh, I've never really played Row the Show, so this is pretty cool. All right, at least a little bit of an element. You got to aim the glove a little bit. That's cool. But yeah, if you got to change up the difficulty to make the game play a little bit better to you and you're not super frustrated, do it. But also, I am telling you, the camera angle makes a massive difference. Mess around with them. I mean, it's all based on what you want because it really helps. You could have a camera angle and you're playing with it and you are struggling. You just do not see the ball correctly. You're late. You can't get the down, pitches that are down or up. I mean, it makes a difference. You change that camera and all of a sudden it starts to click. Not theirs. We're going to swing through that fastball at 99 for strike 3. So just look around, change it up. It definitely works out a lot better. 7-4 ball game here in the top of the 8th. We've got a man on first base, 2 away. Dodgers trying to go for this 3-game sweep. Pitch. Man, this is a terrible game. Terrible game. Another strikeout, and the Dodgers do get the brooms out. They do get the sweep, which is really not that surprising. This team is just ridiculous. Ridiculous. I want to see if it's more like that realistic style when we get to the offseason and you have some key free agents. You're like, oh, okay. Where are you going to go? Oh, the Dodgers? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's great. Just go to the Dodgers. So, anybody we found? Just a couple. William Haynes we find. Philip Hendricks we'll find as well. These are a lot of technically based off that, but our draft ranks a little higher. So Haynes is 124, could have high potential, but definitely later round pick. So I think we're going to stop with the discovering there. But look at Dan Crosby, 100%. He's 84-94, so he's going to be at least a B, maybe an A. Lefty, we got him right now at 7. So we'll see. That could be a possibility for a first pick. He'll probably be there. Salvador Diaz, we're not quite there. 60% scouting percentage. I mean, just look at those attributes. It's crazy everywhere on the other side. But I think we're going to cancel out on there. Not the bat at the moment, so I don't think he's going to be there. Because right now, it's sitting at 14, so he'd probably be even gone. Wouldn't be like a second-round pick or anything. All right, let's do Cairo, our scout. All right, let's switch it over here. Do we do Madrano? Right now, he's number 1. It'd be our number 1 rank as well, but would he be gone? That's the thing. I still think we might have to scout him, though. Let's do Burt Wog. Let's do him. All right, Lon Young. We can do position players or pitchers. No big deal. He can do either one. It's just he's not going to be that efficient at it, like time-wise. We stick around this first round. Geronimo Franco. He's got the high-end speed, no doubt about it. 18 years old, lefty, strikeouts per 9, good walks per 9, good. Let's do Geronimo Franco. We'll scout him. Maybe he's one of those guys that's projected a little bit later in the first, but really he's like one of those top guys. Let's go out to right field, possible. Let's get another fielder involved here. Anybody, Garcia in center field. Same thing, high 99. He's right now sitting at 13. Really good contact, speed, stealing really good. Solid vision. His arm strength's not good. His fielding's okay. Steve Martin. Interesting. Really good speed stealing. I'm saying interesting because of the name, obviously. Comedian. Saturday Night Live. Yeah. Craig Flutie. Is this Doug Flutie's son? High power. Good speed. Good arm strength. Oh, I might have to take a look at him. Yeah, let's look at Craig Flutie. Yeah, with the high power, high arm, good speed, could be a very, very good player. So let's advance there. Those are the 3 guys we're going to look at for this week. Let's take a look at the standings right now. 6-14 through the first 20 games. Diamondbacks at 12-9. Not the greatest start, obviously, but still sitting in first place. I expect the Dodgers will at some point take off. Tolia's with 5 home runs leading us at the moment. Tovar has 3. Nolan Jones with 3. Nobody's really doing anything early on. I don't know what I'm really expecting from this offense. Not a whole lot, honestly. I mean, Chris Bryant's hitting 308 so far. Solid. Everybody else, not a whole lot. Yeah, I don't expect much from this offense. And whatever I expect from the offense, expect like 10 times less from this pitching staff. I mean, so far it looks like maybe our bullpen's performing well. Man, Marquez with an 8.64 ERA. And same thing with like Marquez, Gomber, Kyle Freeland with the 4.24. These guys are all veterans. I just can't send them down. They're going to have to, I'm sure they would pass through waivers, but these guys, it's like I can't even trade you. I don't know. I can't do anything with them. It's crazy. Let's see through the first 20 games. Soto's killing it. Ketel Marte has 10 home runs. Soto has 8. So that signing so far from the Mets for Juan Soto is paying off. He is absolutely destroying the ball. Man, look at some high numbers here early on. That's it for sure. Alec Burleson with 6 home runs. Yeah, Marte leads with 24 ribbies. Obviously the first place Diamondbacks. Let's go to ERA. Andrew Heaney for Pittsburgh. Looking pretty good. Hunter Green right up there. Surprised we are not seeing Paul Skeens up there, but he is not. I'd like to see how he do here in his second really year. Batting average for the AL. Aaron Judge hitting 397. Trey Story is up there as well. Kerstad with triples. Jordan Alvarez with 7. India. And Matt Verling with 7 as well. Judge with 6. We'll see if he can get up to high 50s, 60 possibly. There's Gunnar with 6 home runs. Obviously, we'll keep an eye on that the entire rest of the season. All right, let's sim through here. We got one more week of scouting, and I think that's where we'll pretty much finish it off for this one. Maybe not the most exciting episode. We got into some gameplay, but let's finish off scouting, finish off the month, see where we sit. Callis is out for 1 to 2 months. Just keep that on the 10-day. Yeah, I'm just simming through here, obviously. Like I said, I'm trying my best to just get through season number 1, where it's probably going to be a few more episodes, obviously, because I'm going to really work on scouting here. But Burt Wog, 100%, 84 to 94 potential. So he's definitely going to be probably like a B, maybe a 65 overall. Is that worth the number 4 pick? Not quite sure. Geronimo Franco, we're only at 30%. Really good control, velocity, and break. Let's just keep on him. And Craig Flutie, the power is there, speed, stealing, really good arm strength. And I didn't notice that before, but he can play multiple different positions as well. So let's just continue to scout these guys. Let's maybe get a possibly pitcher again. Let's go another pitcher. Do we just go to Medrano? He's the number one guy. Do we just stick with him, I guess? Maybe scout him. Let's just go somebody else for right now. We can wait to the end for that. Let's go down the list here. Let's look for somebody maybe in the second round. You can see we have pick 41. Let's go to the second round area, see if we can find somebody. You got Rex Chavez, 65 to 99 potential. Could be a really low overall. Man, his walks per 9 is absolutely awful. He's got good velocity. Rondell Kruger. Good size, 71 to 85 potential. Walks per 9, good. Solid speed, high end, 96 mile-an-hour fastball. Looks solid enough. So maybe we do Ronald Kruger. Got Rick Bergeron. Could be a high potential guy. Walks per 9, pretty good. Looks like he has very solid pitch velocity. Yeah, he's hitting about 97. Let's do Rick Bergeron. We'll do Rick Bergeron. We got Flutie and Geronimo Franco still rolling. Hopefully they'll be close to done next week. So we'll stick with that. Let's sim out the week here and get into the next month. So that will finish off the month of April. Let's take a look. Yeah, Gomber's struggling. These pitchers it's just an awful rotation. Awful rotation. But the bullpen, looking solid. We're looking pretty good bullpen-wise. I'm liking what I'm seeing bullpen-wise. But rotation-wise, not so much. We're going to have to, I think, definitely make a change. Yeah, like I just can't, like look at Marquez. He's 1-4 with a 7.18 ERA. Whip is like 1.85. So what we're going to do is Jimmy Herget, who is struggling in the bullpen, 3.86 ERA, but a 1.7 whip. He has 9 walks in 11 2/3 innings. Let's send him down to AAA. And that means we're going to bring up Chase Dolander to the big leagues. He's going to make his debut here next time. We've got to put him on the 40-man first of all. Put him on the 40-man. Move him up to the bigs. And he will be making his debut next time. 100% won't be here. As you can see, schedule-wise, I think it's going to be home against Detroit. So that'll be next time. We will see Chase Dolander's major league debut. Yeah, we need something. We need some sort of confidence going in because right now, obviously, a 10-20 team, not the greatest. We need some young infusion into this team, some talent, and that's what we're going to look at. So that will be next time. We'll continue with that. See a debut of one of the top prospects, the top prospect on this organization. And hopefully it'll work out for us. But that is going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.